So for people who do not know you, and I don't know who doesn't, but who are you and what is your art? Tell us, we can see it behind you, but just tell us about your work and what you do. I know you work in all
Oh,
kinds of media and
I do. It's
yeah.
almost, I'm like a hummingbird, sort of flitting from one thing to another, and thinking that, oh, I really should just stay put. But there's so many things out there that just like I turn my head and I think, wow, I like that color. Maybe I'll like, do a painting of that, or I
And
like
that's
that.
so great about you. I love that.
So I paint. I think painting is the thing I love the most.
Yeah.
It's really the most cerebral thing because you really are so by yourself in front of that canvas, making so many decisions.
Yeah.
Sculpture is a whole different thing. And I find myself
Why is that?
playing with clay more than anything. And it's interesting how the painting images can transfer right out of your fingertips into clay. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. You could
But
be
it's three-dimensional. It's a whole different.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but I don't know how that works, Gwenna. That's interesting. You know what? There's a doctoral dissertation in that. I used to say that. All of his friends getting when they were working on their dissertations, they all had these weird subjects, and I'd say, "Oh, okay, I get it." Anyway, so I paint in every medium there is. Watercolor is where I started. When I was 40, I decided I was going to become a watercolor painter and a violinist and learn how to speak French. So I took all classes at City College. I did take a French class, but I didn't learn how to say more than, hello, thank you, where's the bathroom? How much is that?
That's all you need.
That is all you need. You're right, Gwenna. But I took a watercolor class from Lorene Landau and just fell in love with the medium. And she was so supportive, so supportive.
Yeah.
So I just kept on. And then I eventually fell into painting with oils and loved that. And that is my favorite medium. And lately I've been adding wax into my oils, which is an interesting thing to do. You get a lot of sculptural texture in your painting.
Is it also heated? Is it encaustic or is that?
No,
it's just.
That's another thing I've done lately is
Okay.
I bought all the tools.
Yeah.
Of classes. I was going to take another class, but it got canceled, unfortunately, because I really need to learn more about it. But it's a beautiful medium. I've taken a lot of photographs. I'm also a photographer.
Is that how you started out? That's how you started out, right? In photography.
Yeah, the BA in photography and a double major, actually, art history and photography. And so I've been a serious photographer since I was 15. In fact, we got Ansel Adams to come to our classroom.
Wow.
We wrote him a letter and he drove up from Monterey and spent the afternoon with us.
Oh my God.
So I always say that teacher that I studied with in high school, Gil Tobin, besides Larry and my father being the third most important man in my life. So I never am without my iPhone because there's so many beautiful images out in the world.
Yeah.
And so interestingly enough, they don't really transfer into my painting. I don't know where I get my ideas for painting. I'm not a landscape painter. I'm not although I do like to do still lifes, but it's not my favorite thing. I just like to, I don't know.
Figures and
but not realistic.
No.
Favorite painter was Matisse.
Yeah.
And both of those guys. And so I'm in love with the fauves.
Yeah.
I still am. I would love to paint like a fauve.
Yeah.
But I don't. I have a lot.
Sacramento fauve.
Yeah, I'm a Sacramento fauve.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking over here at a wall where I've got all these assemblages. Over here, I've got sculptures.
Is this your studio? Are we in your studio now, or is this this is your studio? Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful studio. It's 2 stories, and it's got
it. Yeah.
So I'm right now I'm working on, I've just gone crazy in this lockdown we've had, finishing projects that I started years ago, using materials that I have never used, like Smalty. I had 2 whole drawers of it, and I thought, oh my God, if I die without using that Smalty, it's going to be so embarrassing. I'm going to be like such a dilettante. So
What is it? I don't even know what that is. What is it?
a dilettante? I don't.
No,
in
no,
my mind,
no. What the
oh,
material?
Smalty. Oh, Smalty is beautiful. I know you've been to New York.
Yeah.
So in the subways, Gwen, and next time you go, look at the murals that you see, and they're made out of little pieces of glass that are about the size of this digital finger.
Okay.
They're clear. I mean, they're colored clear through, so they use them in murals on the wall because they're super hard to break.
Okay.
And also on the floor, like we have those Suzanne Dan 2 floor murals at the SAC International Airport.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's small.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So last week I finished for the first time what I consider a successful Smalty mural. I've been making little birds for some reason.
Yeah, I see it. I saw them online. These are amazing. They're so fun. So how is it different than a mosaic? Is a mosaic?
Interestingly, I do mosaics
Okay.
because I don't just make my figures out of mosaic bits. I put a sculptural thing in the middle, and then I put, well, the thing that I did with Smalty, I put the Smalty around it. So Sunday, I'm going to be doing a 3-hour Instagram video. I've got a channel, Maggie Jimenez. Oh, wait, let me just start over. Maggie Artist at Work. It's an Instagram channel. So I've got 3 videos up there so far.
Wow.
And I'm going to be doing a 3-hour thing, working on 3 different projects on Sunday. So yeah,
you just go to Instagram and you go to that handle, Artists at Work.
Maggie the Artist.
Maggie the Artist. Okay.
That Maggie the Artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
hopefully
I know you're very, like you say, that's, what is her medium? I don't know. It's
it depends on what day. And in the last year, I've become really interested in abstract art.
Oh,
which is so hard. The colors are so beautiful, the lines, the dots, the splashes, the words. I love all of that, but to put it all together in something that's really beautiful is another thing. And it's something you can't plan out ahead of time.
Right.
It's really shooting by the seat of your pants, which, when I did watercolor, I totally drew my watercolor paintings out very carefully on a piece of vellum, and then I had a light box, so I'd copy it onto my water paper, take one color at a time. And
do you like that kind of process? And also like with clay or glass, there is an actual process with the medium that you have to
plan.
You have to plan it, and you have to learn other, then do you like that process of a medium when it's more involved like that? Or it's like painting, just have a canvas, here are my paints, and let's go?
I've done a good number of commissions, and a lot of them are in glass in different hospitals up in Northern California. A lot of them here. I've had 5, I think, different commissions where I did a multiple, like 5 fused glass.
Wow.
Over UC different hospital areas and clinics, and those require a lot of planning, a lot of testing.
Right.
But in the last commission I think I did, or the one before, I decided to do, I found this beautiful thing on Facebook of these 3 giraffes, mom, dad, and the baby, and they had their sort of around each other, and I thought, I'm going to do that. So I drew it out, and then I started cutting it into it was the planning nightmare of my life, but I got it done.
Yeah.
But it took a long time.
Yeah.
I'm more fond of just kind of like splashing the paint on the canvas, and maybe that's why I like clay so much. Oh, here's a little. See, this is a little example of just a pinch pot I made, and just throwing color together, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Very
Yes.
Maggie.
very
Looks
Maggie,
Maggie
very
to me.
but more colorful than ever in this shutdown we're in. This
Yeah, 'cause
world
that's,
we're in is so dark that I'm
that's
more colorful than ever.
That's
And
interesting because I do keep asking artists, you know, how hard is it to be even more isolated in this pandemic as an artist, and how do you deal with it? But you know, more
I'm just out
color
here
and
all the time, working. I have
yeah.
no exhibits planned. I'm not even, I mean, why even look for them? I think we're going to be shut down for another whole year. So I'm just doing what I love to do, which is make things. And pretty soon I'm, going to start throwing things in the garbage. The studio is so full.
No, don't put anything in the garbage.
Anybody that asks me to donate anything, I'll give you two.
Okay, I got your number. We got an auction coming up, so I got your number. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Life's okay. We've got a new puppy. She's absolutely adorable. We just got rid of her shaggy puppy fur, and she looks like a real little poodle now. She's only 5 months old.
So unfortunately, I have to cut in because we have a panel exactly at 6:30.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
I want to
Gwenna.
say
Talk forever. So thank you,
Bye.
Justina.
thank you, Maggie.
Bye.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Gwenna.
much, Gwenna.